eGregious games.
And we are back. It seems, unfortunately, that the stream is offline and my whole internet is being shitty this week for reasons beyond my control. So this is just going to be an offline recording. But back to what we were doing. The door. The all-important door. Oh, this time it opens. We had to go and speak to... we had to move a crane? I don't fucking know. Wonder what's going to happen. Are we going to get sucker punched as we go through this door? I get the feeling the guy is not going to be happy. Whatever the fuck his name is. Still hanging out here with you ladies? I'll be back tomorrow to punch you again. A fucking crowbar. Listen, I'm approaching this game with careful nuance, and also my face has vanished. It's working for now, so I'm gonna leave this up. All right.
A lorry stuck in the windows are clear. They've been the back end of the cabin as a book with ragged edges catches your notice.
So they said the lady at the docks said there should be a guy near the gate, a lorry driver, and the only one I can think of is the racist lorry driver, but we've obviously already tried him. Basically someone to find out about the drug smuggling. Doesn't seem like there are any options though. Is that the lady right there? The gardener? Doesn't seem like it. It's probably time to turn in now before I lose too much sleep. What's this? Inspect thing. Fuck the police. Good stuff. Great insights. We got a lot done this night. Just gonna check my face hasn't vanished. No. I think my internet's being incredibly bad, but it's not so bad that I can't run Zoom in a meeting by myself. If I was in a meeting with other people, it probably wouldn't transmit, but as it is, it's fine. I think that was a fairly reasonable little night jaunt. We didn't stay out all night. You know, couple extra hours is fine. Looking forward to seeing what events change in the coming day. Sleep.
The bed is cold. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
Shit. Every damn time. I'm an insomniac in real life. Major insomniac. So,
And then sleep doesn't come.
that was a conspicuously long loading screen for just going to bed. I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Roll over.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
This is typical. I kind of get my best insights in the morning when I'm sleepy and at night when I'm trying to sleep. So let's just write it out. You know, sometimes it's fun to just let it simmer a little bit on the pot.
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
It's that Titus feller.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit.
Harry?
Tell me,
I remember my name now.
do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is! I'm not answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I left?
Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Seen you before.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are
My
you
mind
kidding?
is tired and broken.
Your mind is what now? I can't hear you. The rest is just a word dream. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
What? No!
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Sleeping heals all your health and morale. Yeah, so me accidentally pressing that button did waste a health thing. It kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. Worse things have occurred there.
Good going, buddy.
I just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting, rejuvenating.
Really? Because you feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
I'd have imagined after that sleep we wouldn't have gotten a restore. Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
No, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
We will see. We will see if he can make it. Because I honestly don't know. I'm going to try it. Try and get Harry sober. That was something I was thinking of. Thinking, how far do I want to take the super cop thing? But I don't want him to have a bad ending. You know, I want to have fun, but... I just want the best for Harry. There has been a slight tone shift over the course of these episodes, I've noticed. As we've gone from the silliness of the intro to, you know, there's a lot of detail. There's a lot of story. Let's wake up our lieutenant. Is that not his room?
The door is closed.
Not.
Still no answer.
Is that the ladies' room? Maybe he's downstairs. We gotta stop harassing ladies. I mean, the lady at the docks doesn't seem to mind. She seems to be happy to talk about disco with us. Slightly different layout today. Ooh, look at you, Game Maker. You can change the layout. Morning. The fuck? I don't know if you guys heard that. I think one of my devices in this... my fucking tablet just decided to do a search. Why? You were closed. You were off. Go back to sleep. These fucking devices, man. I tell you. I tell you.
Morning.
Why
Looks
are you
like we
standing
can get
there,
to work at
Kisaragi?
once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
How do you mean, rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday? I don't remember this conversation, but let's go with it.
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like
My
the
character has high intelligence and therefore probably good memory.
One loose
Unlike
thread
me.
less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
Why do we need to talk to them?
Everything points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him, tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information. Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
There's so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements?
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Okay.
He's not exaggerating about that mortal danger, just calmly factoring it in. Your fists clench and your pulse rises uncomfortably.
So cool, Kitsuragi.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
That's what I was thinking.
But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you.
Oh,
Whatever you decide is fine by me.
it's almost like I'm the player playing the game, and you're just a fucking NPC. Gart,
Can I help you?
about my bill for
Not
tonight.
the 20 real? Then why are you wasting my time? And
Okay. I need to get 20 rail by tonight.
Just a moment. And there's no public phones nearby?
the closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
Sorry,
I'm glad
ma'am.
to see you
I
again, dear.
didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Someone's pressuring him, huh?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from
Maybe
them.
they're stuck on the other side of the gate.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting.
What's this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps.
Well,
He said they'd
that's
be back
blocked.
on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The waterlock, that was broken. Could this be it?
the water lock on the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck out of there.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
Howdy, it's a terrible problem.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spent...
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other...
Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly...
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not
I
know
see him.
the
I'll let
water
you know.
lock's been
Let him
repaired.
know you're here
And it's
when or
cold
if I
out
get
there.
there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
So, some questions about your husband. Some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
I love my cryptozoology, as those who watch the small bird, the red-faced small bird videos will know.
It's a pseudo
Serious
that
cryptozoologist
legitimize
here.
research
Serious.
into mythological beasts and urban legends.
You mean you don't believe in them, Kitsuragi?
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
That's right.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
Kitsuragi is a cunt.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's
Can't believe
a
you, Kitsuragi.
subfield of
Can't believe
zoology.
you.
One specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume
Okay.
them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
The quality of research at Revacholian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite.
Suggestion. Damn it. Having one in psyche is really a hamstring. I would raise suggestion more, but that is not on the cards. Let's come back to this. Tell us about some cool cryptids.
You're an enthusiastic idiot, but you're still an idiot.
I want to know everything about cryptids. Living cryptids, extinct cryptids, and all the words.
We don't have time for Cryptozoology 101. Let's get back to work, shall we?
Tell me about this rare insect your husband is looking for.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
No, I want to hear about the insect.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but
Ah yes, Phasmatodea, a diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Ghost insects, colloquially.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
There's a touch of awe in the way she enunciated the creature's name.
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
It's not made up, officer. It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Does it have cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years.
It's pretty low-key
Centuries
for a cryptid. Dangerous?
Not at
Is it
all.
valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for
So
the
what's so
money,
special
sweetie.
about it?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then
Tell me
you'd
about Morel.
understand, I'm sure. Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What does he look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
Hair color?
You can't go around
Build.
Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete information.
Describe him like one of your cryptids.
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
How did you two of you meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll
It's not
find
that
out more
important.
later.
Reaction speed, it's not that important.
I hope I've been useful.
Thanks all for now, man.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copper type.
Not another one of these. Alright, there are copper types.
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Sorry, cop? I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
I want to take that option, but first, what are the other copper types?
Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the Advanced Interesting Cop, Liquid Shadow Cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go?
Fucking they should be sorry.
Yes, yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's
No,
wrap
I'm
it
not
up.
sorry. I changed my mind.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry.
I'm
in
not a
2
fucking...
minutes.
I'm
Stop
not sorry.
wasting
Fuck
time.
off.
Wow.
All,
Okay. Fuck off. Maybe
Yeah.
we were wrong about you then.
yeah, fuck off. I'm sick of all you intrusive thoughts. If my neighbors can hear me right now, they think I'm fucking crazy.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Gorasi Kubek, do you know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself.
Is this because I called you a name?
Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Stay masculine, bro. So strange. What are you doing outside the door, gardener lady? Are you, Oh yeah, she's the Wild Pines informant, so that would make sense. Hello, man. Let's talk to the Wild Pines informant first, shall we?
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not
London.
to overstay your welcome.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
I just wanted to know more about the place before I check it out. That's normal.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
What's your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
What are you going to do to me?
What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police? We let you off easy, miss. Don't think it will happen again.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask. or get back to your commanders.
I liked that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the Union's plans?
Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
I should talk to Titus then.
This is where you say your bit.
Yeah. Or I would say my bit if there was a continue button.
Detective.
We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
You and the voice in my dream?
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
There should be more people.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian in his late 30s, early 40s. He spent his youth in Villa Labos, a housing project in the Jamrock Quarter. There were incarcerations, hard to say what else. The ink is fading. And then, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage.
Really
in
are
hand.
goddamn
You
encyclopedia.
squint. Is that a plectrum?
Where?
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician.
And the little guy?
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy, boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them's missing. The odd soul.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions.
4 seconds?
Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella?
Let's ask him directly. The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why are your boot prints all over the scene?
You mean these boots? We
Yeah.
all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him by the neck.
What the fuck? They're just admitting to it?
As he speaks, his fists contract, going through the pulling motion again, savoring it.
Yeah, we did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why our prints are all over the scene.
So you just confessed to murder?
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Let's increase some of these. It seems like a good time. I wanna boost some of these. Like probably rhetoric. Shivers is quite good. I want to increase Shivers. Shivers is fun. Let's increase Rhetoric. Let's use those two. You murdered him just like that? No remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the Coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
In Reunion, what's that?
The River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the Coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates. The origin of the name is unknown.
Yeah, but these are all bad people, criminals, the scum of the earth.
Rest assured, lawman. None worse than our guy. He got what was coming to him.
How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
We need more. Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
Where did this overpowering happen?
Right fucking here. The fucker pranced in here like he owns the place. Got what was coming to him.
How did you manage to overpower him?
With numbers, asshole. How do you think?
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Things aren't quite right here, are they? Composure. Maybe we should boost that. Yeah, that's what I need right now.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
First, tell me who's solid.
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there. Tomato juice? Just tomato juice? A non-alcoholic tomato juice?
Alright, electrochemistry.
What's the point of
Tell me
that?
who's cracking. Okay. Fat Angus is cracking.
A single sentence would wear him out. He can't take the length of the questioning. Keep it going long enough, and he'll crack.
Hey you having trouble breathing over there?
No. Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Fuck off, Shanky.
I don't
Angus
understand
is
why
a
we can't
powerful
arrest
guy.
them right now.
All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
There's something you're not telling me.
And fuck you too, copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
He's strong, I know that.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Right, I've got other questions about the lynching.
Like what, copper?
Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
Glad we cleared that up. No, I think that might end the conversation. No, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try off kilter.
So am I. Now, how about you get the fuck out of my town?
No, fuck him. Murder rage never came from nothing. Hit him with the question again. Why'd he fucking do it?
Good, good. Give me another chance. I'm gonna ask you again, Titus. Why'd you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless
Okay.
mercenary scum.
So he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on. How did you even know he was in Special Forces?
Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm RNA's goddamn special forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all."
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNA's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did. Right there. Like some kind of animal.
Sire, the tale is true.
True. Okay.
This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Right, but what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation?
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming.
Oh, look at that. Cut out again.
Show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Was the same girl who was sexually assaulted? Raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
There's something odd here.
They've maybe practiced this story.
Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
Right, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
The girl who left town. Maybe. When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
The biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing him.
The sweaty man turns red and looks first down, then around him, apologetically.
You lifted the body after all.
It's not the fat ass. Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
So why don't I just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you.
Not in the arresting mood?
A fearful readiness, like an electrical charge.
As far as I'm
raises
concerned, I've
ears
solved
in
this
the room.
investigation.
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer.
You confessed to murder. I'm taking you in.
Look, coppers, I know you think you're doing your job here, but there are 7 of us and 2 of you.
He doesn't actually want to hurt you. There's an easy way out of this. A self-deprecating joke.
Fuck. I remember what Kitsuragi said. I don't think they would necessarily mourn the death of 2 police officers, the RCM, you know. Fine. I only have 1 pair of handcuffs anyway.
Good one. You need to go cool off right now, copper. Can't joke your way out of the next one.
That won't be necessary. We'll be on our way for now. Let everybody cool off a bit.
Still got the fucking pry bar in my hand. Yeah, I think we better walk away. Walk away from that before somebody gets killed. And with that, we're going to be going to break to let everybody cool off for 5 minutes. I'll be back after the break.